reading about you, you have a degree in philosophy, is that right?
I do, yeah.
From where?
From Worcester, Ohio.
Okay.
And then I went to graduate school in Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow. So what is philosophy?
What is philosophy?
I've never studied that. What is that?
It's the skill of avoiding having any kind of real vocation, I think.
Nice. And why it's important not to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it means you're like a deep thinker. Right?
The great thing about philosophy is if you don't know what you want to do in your life, it gives you the opportunity to maybe think about a few things that will maybe give you some direction, give you some ideas.
It's not like you can immediately get a philosophy job.
You can get a job teaching, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Entry-level philosopher makes about 17
teach me some
grand.
entry-level philosophy. Like, what sort of things do you learn? I mean, if you have a degree in it,
what do you learn?
Yeah,
patience, the ability to. I don't know. It was something that I was interested in only in that. It gave me an opportunity to try and segue my interest in science fiction and other things into some kind of academics.
Like on a deeper level, do you believe that? I'll bring this into science fiction philosophy. Do you believe, like your character in this movie, he's got a job on the dark side of the moon, right?
Yeah, he works on the far side of the moon. He's got a 3-year contract, and he's coming towards the end of it. And
he is like lonely out there.
Very lonely, man.
And there's a problem with the satellite, and so he can't like communicate.
That's right.
Can't
No
watch
live
HBO.
No Cinemax.
No David Duchovny, Californication, nothing like that.
That's a good show.
It's
I like
a great
that.
show.
I've only just started watching.
That's what I'd watch if I was on the moon.
Is there a season 2 of that? I've only watched season 1.
There is a season 2. It's great season 2, actually. It gets even crazier. But season 3 is about to start, I believe.
Oh, wow.
If they could just get him out of jail and out of rehab for long enough to do it. So, but back to your movie. So this guy, I mean, because philosophy comes into play here. He's kind of stranded on the moon, and then something freaky happens to him. I don't want to give away too much, but something freaky happens to him.
That's right.
And it feels, the feel of reading about it is almost like a 2001 Space Odyssey kind of a thing.
That's kind of, I think that there were films that were influenced by 2001, like Outland and Silent Running, which were more the sort of touchstones for me. Those were the films that I was sort of reflecting. Because, 2001 came out, over nearly
so
40
long
years ago.
Yeah. I mean, they had a talking computer, but it was so primitive.
That was before, that was that was before I was born.
Are you serious?
So,
how old are you?
Young but old.
Young but old, late 20s, early 30s?
No, 38. I'll be 38.
Oh,
on
38.
Saturday. Yeah.
Looking pretty good for a rock star kid. Yeah.
I had a very sheltered life.
Yeah.
They kept me in cotton wool.
Your dad gave you a long name. One of the names was Zoe, Zoe Bowie, which was a very famous name. Right up there about the same time Frank named his son Dweezil, and then
Dweezil,
came Moon Unit. Yeah. Dweezil is still Dweezil. He's out there playing music. Moon Unit did drop the unit. She's just Moon now. But
and you dropped Zoe. How come you dropped Zoe? Was it just too much of that following you around?
Zoe was my name, but Bowie was never my name. That was always my dad's stage name.
Right.
So I've always been a Jones.
So it was Zoe Jones.
Yeah, Zoe Jones. But yeah, it was when I was a little kid they called me that, and then it became, in a crowd it was really difficult for them to sort of subtly call me over by saying Zoe.
Right.
So they started calling me Joe, just as kind of like a common name, and that kind of stuck with me for years. And it wasn't until I went off to university that I really kind of wanted to go back to my own real name, my Christian name, which is Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it all happened.